I'm about to sign. Okay.
Oh, you're on. Okay, you were on 2. Okay.
No, I just signed up.
Okay. That's a nice photo, by the way. That's a $1 million photo right there.
Yeah. Oh wow, thank you.
All right, so let's go ahead and I think I can close this. All right, so today I kind of wanted to talk about the process of closing because, like I said, so Anissa, this is some of the questions that you have in terms of how are we doing what we're doing. Like I said, I'm closing clients right now. And the whole point of this is for everyone to understand what is happening and how it's happening so that we can all do the same thing. So today I'll be going over the introduction, our marketing platform, marketing process, consistency, team collaboration, team training, closing, and enjoying success. All right, so the whole point of this is to do an introduction for each consultant. Introduction for the company as a whole, but more importantly, doing an introduction of each person individually. And when I say that, what I mean is, like literally, so Anissa, I want you to start thinking in your head, how can I do a promo for myself, right? And so when you start thinking, because again, I do want you to think company, but I also want you to think probably more importantly, individually, because as you start thinking individually, the company is already going to back you. Right? So when you do your individual promoting, the company itself already has its website, we already have our marketing that we're doing. So it's literally going to go hand in hand with what you're doing individually. Now, what you're doing individually, we're going to give you a guideline, and like I said, I'm going to show you a little bit of that at the end of this. I'm going to give you a guideline, but in terms of how you want to do it, you can be as creative as you want to be. Right? Because again, cool. when you put together that promo campaign for yourself, and like I said, I have ideas myself, but you might want to shoot a movie, a movie about your life, you know what I mean? And that's your marketing. So again, just be as creative as you can. The goal, like I said, is say hello to the world. We're going to be there to help you with the campaign. But again, that as effective as your marketing is equal to how much success you're going to have. But we'll get into all of that. So I hope that's clear, Anthony, as well.
Yeah. So I mean, you're going to tailor it to where we're at, but it'd be up to us to market with that's what. So you do an individual campaign tailored to what your expertise or your strength are. Is that what you're?
Well, actually, no. Yes. So you can set that marketing campaign up however you want. And so, Anthony, like you and I have been talking about your specific skill sets. So you're gonna have that as part of what you're offering. And again, we can be, we can edit the website however we want to edit it. I can do a flyer for you however I want it, however you want it to be. We can do a promo video for you however you want it to be, whatever you want it to say. As long as it's lining up with business processes and services.
Like you said, maybe not something that we know. It could be CRM if somebody's not familiar, or something that you're not familiar, but somebody on a team will be familiar to understand, to have that.
Exactly.
So that's the key. You may not know, but we have the potential or the opportunity to get it done. So that's where you don't want to turn it down.
That's what I'm saying.
Figure it out.
Right, because if you get someone that needs a website built, again, if you know how to build a website, fine. And again, we're going to be encouraging, each other to, obviously learn new skills, learn different things. But you could easily say, Frank, I got a guy website. You know, that's your lead that you're bringing. I'm gonna do a 70-30 split with you on the price of on the profit of the website.
Mm-hmm.
So you could just do that all day long, and you don't have to actually physically do anything. Now you have to manage the project. You know what I mean? Like you have to be the one reaching out to the client. You have to be the one reaching out to either me or the developers to get the progress. You're going to be the one that's going to deliver the final product. But you know, literally, you actually building the website, that's not necessary unless you want to. So
Right.
all right, so your marketing platform, if your presentation is nice, they will work with you. Period. Like if they go to your website and it looks nice, if they get a professional email from you introducing yourself, saying, hey, I just want to talk with you about some of our services. Like I said, once you do that introduction, that's when the person starts to do the fact checking. Okay, who do they work for? Go to the website looks nice. They're gonna respond. Yeah, I want to talk to you about my services. You know, so, and again, we live in a day and age where from a technology standpoint, everyone is now moving to having to do some digital, be in the digital world, whether it's their Facebook page or their LinkedIn page or their website, or especially now in the environment that we're in terms of COVID. There's a lot of people that are now thinking, how can I create an independent income stream? And so they're having to combine that with the fact that, you know, people can't really physically do what we used to do in terms of meeting one-on-one, face-to-face. So the products that we have, we could not have picked a more perfect time to be able to have these products available to people. So the timing is perfect, you know, for what we're trying to do. Again, if your presentation is nice, they will work with you. So that presentation slash marketing, sort of the same thing. Promo pick, and that promo pick is actually I'm going to do a promo for you, and that promo is actually going to include a pick flyer, right? So you can have this flyer that says, hello, my name is Anthony. You know, I'm a senior consultant with so-and-so. These are some of the things that I offer. So then you can take that flyer and you can put it on social media platforms. Okay. And then you'll also have a promo video. The promo video is going to be very professionally done. So again, if you were to launch that promo video on the social media sites, you'll say, hey, this is Anthony. This is what he does, with the music in the background and all the bells and whistles. So literally, you'll be able to use these type of tools to start interacting with potential customers and clients. Very powerful. As an independent contractor, literally, I want each person to literally think independently. Like again, so what some of the things that, again, like I said, we'll have the basics, but there might be some things that Anissa is doing that Anthony, you're not doing. And that's just because Anissa likes to do this certain thing in terms of marketing. Right. So, you know, again, you have all you have that ability to be as creative as you want. We'll make sure you have a professional setup, obviously, email, website. Now we have our own website. If you wanted to set up your own website as a consultant, you can do that. And I would help you with that. Again, if you wanted to do that. So Anthony, for you, again, if you wanted to sort of combine, you know, some of the things that you're already doing with a professional. Now, obviously, we're already working on your real estate site, but if you wanted to do a specific consulting site,
so would it be attached or detached from FDENT Consulting?
It would be attached.
Okay.
It would be attached. It could be detached. You know, again, it's however you want to do it. You know, so, and then your social media sites. So based on, now again, I know some people's situation is different, but if you have the ability to set up your Facebook, to set up your Twitter, to set up your Instagram, to set those sites up so that you are advertising that you're a senior consultant, then you can do that. Now, like Anissa, like in your situation, like if you're, because I know you're still doing my ecom. So again, it would just be up to you to figure out, how you want to use the consulting platform. But what I promise you is, this is what I promise you. You're going to see how much money you can make on the consulting side, and it's going to blow you away. So again, when you start to see, and again, like I said, that's the goal here. There's people that are on this call. I mean, there's people that are not on this call that we've already made money together. So the goal is, again, and Anthony, you've helped me make money, so we've made money together. Now it's time for me to put some of that money back in your pocket.
Right.
But the goal here is, again, figuring out giving you a platform, and that platform, once you see that you can make money off of it, then you might want to say, I don't want my social media site to just be personal. I want it to be business. Or I don't want it to be my econ. I want it to be FDENT Consulting. But, again, so that will come down the line. Your marketing process. So you want to create a process and put it on autopilot. Now that is knowing how to do that. There's a lot of different steps. So you're literally talking about setting up an email campaign. But so as a consulting firm, we're setting all these things up right now. So as we keep having these weekly meetings, literally some of these meetings will be training sessions where I'll be able to show everyone, look, if you want to run an email campaign, this is how you do it. Just go to MailChimp, set up an account is free. Here's some templates you can use. Now, when I say email campaign, what I'm referring to is, I know everyone on this call right now, there's somebody that emails you regularly, right? And they're a company. They're not a person. It's a company. Now, the company could be a person, but they have set up an email marketing campaign that is going to email you for the rest of your life. That's called
unless you unsubscribe.
Unless you unsubscribe. And most people don't unsubscribe because they don't have the time to unsubscribe. Mm-hmm. They literally don't have the time. And that email could be getting on their last nerves. But, because some unsubscribe scenarios take time. You got to send a code to your phone and get the code and put it in and put in the password. I mean, so, and what I'm starting to learn is that if you combine an email marketing campaign with another marketing campaign that is appealing, right? So again, if you have a nice promo of yourself, my name is, again, this is Anissa. She's a senior consultant. She can help you change your business and be successful, and they see this on LinkedIn. And then they see your email, right? They don't want to unsubscribe to your email because they liked your video, right? So what we're going to be doing in terms of effective marketing is combining those marketing tips and tricks, which is to have professionally well done marketing campaigns that go hand in hand with an email marketing campaign. And so in that email marketing campaign, obviously we're going to be, and again, if you don't already have a database of people the email campaign literally teaches you how to create that database of individuals, you know, going to LinkedIn, being able to get people's email addresses, reaching out to them personally. Because again, now instead of being on a social media site and just looking at someone's site like, oh, wow, this person is doing well. I wonder, it would be nice to talk to them. Well, you could actually just get their email address and drop it in your automatic email campaign. And then they'll be getting emails from you for, you know, indefinitely unless they unsubscribe. So,
Good question, Frank.
yes.
We're to the end.
Well, go ahead.
Do you do text campaigns, or do you believe in those?
Oh no, yeah. Anything that's effective, I'm all for it. It's just a matter of, you know, again, if you know how to do text campaigns, then, you know, we might tap you and have you do a training session on how to set up a text campaign. Because the funny thing is, I've seen them, and I said to myself, how do they do text campaigns? Like, that's kind of cool. So I've actually seen text campaigns. I've even seen voicemail campaigns.
Yeah.
I got a voicemail campaign the other day, which blew my mind. Like, it was just a voicemail. He called, the phone called. I tried to pick it up. It went straight to voicemail. And the voicemail was a pre-recording of a guy saying, hey, you know, if you're interested in this opportunity. So, you know, there's a lot of different angles that we can come at in terms of our marketing processes. Like it says here, just make sure you're doing them consistently. Try it, tweak it, you know, to make sure that it works. You know, find the best platforms, learn new ways. Find the best platforms: Facebook, LinkedIn, you know, friends and personal network. So we'll be going through all of those.
Do you also do you have an automated system, or is that something that you are working on, or how?
Yeah, I'm putting that. I've already done a little bit of background research. So I know that MailChimp is free in terms of email marketing, but literally, so we could talk about this, you know,
there's CRMs, customer relations marketing, like Kajabi and some of those that you can use to do that type of stuff, but a lot of them are paid that you have to use. So a lot of CRMs will use that to send out your blanket information.
Right. And so here's the thing, right? What I've learned is before you pay, you need to use what's free effectively. Right. So it's no need for you to pay $700 a month for something that says they're going to send emails out for you, when there's some free things that are going to send emails out for you, because whether you do the pay one or the free one, there's going to be a learning curve. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, if you can find a free one, and MailChimp is actually very good. You know, because when the email comes, once you learn how to make sure that all their logos are removed and their logos are replaced with your logo, then an email campaign is an email campaign is an email campaign. So again, but as a team, you know, we will, and I'll talk about this in a couple seconds. We're literally going to make sure that we're collaborating. So if Anissa has something that the group can benefit from, you know, then we'll make sure that we get that out to the whole group to say, hey, Anissa has this subscription with so-and-so, and this is what they do, and this is how they do it. And she just made $2,500. So.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Consistency, that's really all that this boils down to. You know, whatever you're about to embark on, just make sure that you're making that decision. I'm gonna start and I'm not gonna stop. Now I might tweak, but I'm not gonna stop. So, you know, that's
always times you got to reflect on where you're at to make stuff better and and continue reflecting on what you're doing.
Right. Yeah. And then to be smart as a business person, if you do an email campaign and you have 10 people that want to talk to you, and then you do it again and you have 10 more people, well, you might want to just slow down because if you do it again, you're going to get 10 more people. Now, again, so obviously that goes into it, but this is how we are going to grow this is how we're going to grow our income, right? So you just don't want to stop, right? Again, it's as a team, you can collaborate. Look, I got 10 people. I did this campaign. I got 10 people. Well, now you got a group where you can say, well, look, I'm going to give those, Frank, can you take these 10 clients? I can't handle them because I'm going to still give you a percentage of each one of those deals. So, that's the whole thing. You're not by yourself anymore. Okay, again, start your first campaign, design next campaigns, always be in a mode of designing new campaigns. Now the key, do a little each day. So again, you got to make sure you have designed all your campaigns. So if you have a LinkedIn campaign, you have a Facebook campaign, you have an Instagram campaign, identify your campaigns and just do a little bit each day. So even if you're just sending out one thing to one person on LinkedIn, again, just as long as you're being consistent, because you're going to grow through the consistency or with the consistency. And I could do an example of LinkedIn. I'll say that to the end. If we have, I don't want to take too much of you all's time. Our team collaboration. So again, as a team, we're going to be discussing the best practices like I've been talking about and just sharing that across the board with everyone. Our weekly meetings. So this would be the weekly meetings that we're having, sharing our ideas, one-on-one meetings, obviously, and then figuring out whose idea is paying. All right, so which ideas are being implemented and working. So team training, I'm already starting to set up some team training. I have a couple of people that I've been working with in my network that are really, really good at what they do. So, starting to bring in experts, that can show us some things. Don't be afraid to reach out to someone who you see is doing very, very well in terms of, big numbers online. Don't be afraid to reach out to them and say, hey, I got a team. Would you be interested in sharing, some of your success ideas with us? Most people are flattered, for you to think of them in that way, and you'd be surprised. So the formula is out there for everything that we're trying to accomplish. We just need to find it. We need to learn it. We need to implement it, and we need to share it. Team success. As a worldwide organization, we're going to accomplish great things. That's part of that's our advantage. Again, and like I said, we're going to be able to tell that story. People are going to be surprised when they know and see that, you have a team that has this worldwide reach, but it's going to be great. Closing, there is a formula on how to close. It's just, and it's something that you got to learn. So we'll be looking at training materials. Again, like I said, bringing in experts to talk to us about closing, because there's a method to it. And we just want to make sure that we all as a group, we understand and know what that method is. It's an art. It's an art that you have to learn, and you get better by practice. Now, I'm not saying practice as in you have a fake person. I'm literally saying each new deal is practice. So basically, these are paid practices. Okay, so I want to show you all.
Now say that again about pay, the difference.
Yeah, what I'm saying is practice. So we may be able to do some closing scenarios where, you know, somebody is the client. Matter of fact, we are going to do that, because when you get on the phone with a potential client, there are certain things that you've got to know in terms of psychology. And you know, I've learned those, and I'm still learning those things. And Anthony and Anissa, again, you guys have done deals, so you kind of already are familiar with some of the things that I'm talking about. You know, don't hesitate on the price. Give yourself a cushion to negotiate down. When you state your price, don't talk after you say it. There's no, oh yeah, it's $1,000, but you know,
I know what Grant Cardone they do. Like, yeah, well, 2,000, we gonna do a payment plan, but you're still gonna pay the 2,000, and we'll give you a grant or whatever, or scholarship, but you're still gonna have to pay this amount of money. And they don't, like, we'll work with you to make sure you can make payments because we don't want to lose your business. But they don't. They don't cheapen their price.
There you go.
Price, and that's important.
That's what I'm talking about.
Value, you keep that value regardless.
That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, so again, and those are certain techniques, because, like, you know, so yes, I don't ever want to turn anyone away because of money, because this whole platform was not set up based on money. It was set up based on success and helping people. So if you quote a price on one of our services, quote the price, and then let the person talk to you about what you just quoted. You know, because again, it's up, you know, again, like, you know, Anthony, like we talked about, we could tell them a website costs $1,200, but if the person is a college student, they may not have $1,200, you know. But, you know, we still want to make sure we're able to help them. It's just that we figure out what's the best way to help them.
Right. Okay. So, makes sense.
Yeah. All right. So let me show you all one of the marketing tools that we're going to start to implement. So this is an intro. It's just a blank intro for FDENT Consulting. But for each one of you guys, this intro is going to be combined with a focus on you as a consultant. So okay, so this was, I think that was 17 seconds. So what's going to happen is I probably just need a picture, and I think I got a picture for each one of you guys. But I'm going to combine this intro with an introduction to you as a consultant. So total it's going to be, I think, about 25 seconds. So this will be something that you can post on social media once it's done. You know, like I said, so it'll be really snazzy, you know, FDENT Consulting, branding, yada, yada, yada. And then introducing Anthony, and they'll have your picture and then a couple of more photos, senior consultant, he can help you do this, 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 this. So once that's done, you can now take that promo, combine with a promo flyer, and you can put that on your social media account.
Okay.
So And so again, for you, Anthony, if you wanted to do one for, your real estate thing, we could do that as well.
Combine that together with the real estate and the consulting.
Or just do it separately.
Okay.
If you want, because again, so you have those several platforms like we all do.
Right.
So it will be ideas like this, like I said, on a very high level, very professional, eye-catching marketing things that are going to cause you to now start to stand out in terms of, people starting to know who you are and what you do. So that's it. Any thoughts, questions?
Just does anybody use who is still around?
Say that one more time. You were cutting out.
There is a company called Hootsuite. Are they? Has anyone ever used them? Are they still around?
No. What do they do?
I believe they help with like social media, autopilot, automated marketing.
Okay. So I'm actually, and so we can talk offline, but right now I'm actually putting together a master list of all of the areas that we want to make sure we're covering, and the resources for each one of those areas. So for social media, I actually have several people that I'm meeting with, to obviously get rid of this learning curve on how to do it and how to do it right. So yeah, if you have some suggestions or some, people in your network, I would love to meet them and talk to them.
Okay.
Or even companies, because if that was a company.
I've got a guy, Jimmy Coleman, that's an expert in LinkedIn.
Okay.
He's like a LinkedIn guru for how to do LinkedIn.
Okay. So yeah, I would love to talk to him.
Okay.
Because so LinkedIn is probably going to be, for business consultation, LinkedIn that's the gold mine.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
That's the gold mine.
Yeah,
Facebook, Instagram, because a lot of people are on there just to have fun, but people on LinkedIn, they're trying to promote something and they're trying to make money, whether that be their job, their company, their own business. But yeah, LinkedIn is a gold mine.
I just forwarded to you the guy that does it.
Okay. Okay, that's all I have for today. So this meeting was recorded, so I can send you a copy of the recording.
Okay.
And
so next Tuesday again, same time, same place.
Yep, 12:07.
Okay.
And I did 12:07 because we need to use the minutes that God has given us.
Amen. The perfect minutes. they're all, how we use them.
Right. And the funny thing is 12:07 means it's 12 o'clock and you're like, oh, I got 7 more minutes.
Yeah. The number of perfection, right?
Right.
Oh man.
You're like, wait a minute, I got 7 more minutes. Let me go grab a sandwich.
I had it 12. I'm gonna change it to 12:07 on my reminder.
Yeah, man. Use those 7 minutes, man.
Yeah. Let me use that 12:07.
You got 7 minutes to relax. Okay, you all.
All right, brother. Appreciate y'all. Have a good seeing you.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
You too.